Hey guys, welcome to chemistry. Come on in. Welcome to our classroom. I'm going to give you a little tour today. So, first thing that you're going to see right on the left of the door when you come in, so there's where we came in, is an eye wash station. So here's the eye wash station. Here's how it works. I actually haven't tested it yet, so sorry if the water's brown. Perfect. So here's the situation. If you get chemicals in your eyes, which will never happen in this class because we always wear our goggles, but if for some crazy freak event you get chemicals in your eyes, I'm going to have you come over to the eye wash station. We are going to take out any contact lenses if you have any contacts, and you are going to stick your face in here, holding your eyelids open for 20 minutes to flush any chemicals out of your eyes. So we want to avoid that. It's very uncomfortable. If you can't keep your eyes open, I will hold them open for you so we can make sure there are no chemicals, no permanent damage. Okay? We also have a shower here. I know that looks so tempting, right? So fun. There is no drain right there. Actually, we might have a little bitty drain. So in the event that you spill intense strong chemicals on your body, so much so that it is soaking through all of your clothes, through to your skin, giving you chemical burns, we will have you pull the safety shower. Again, I know it looks tempting, but let me just put this in perspective. We also have an emergency blanket. This is in case we have a fire that needs to be out or you have clothes on fire. We will wrap you in this, have you stop, drop, and roll to try to suppress the fire. The only reason I see having to use this emergency blanket is if you spill chemicals so badly on you that we are ripping off all of your clothes, so you are butt naked under the shower, and then I will use the emergency blanket to hold up to give you a little bit of privacy. So unless you want this to be the most embarrassing moment of your entire life, we are going to avoid using the shower at all costs. And luckily, I only give you small amounts of chemicals, small bottles, so that can be avoided. We also have a fire extinguisher. If there is a fire and I ask you to use the fire extinguisher, you'll pull out the pin, point it at the base of the fire. Again, hopefully I am around to be the one to do this, but you never know. If you break something, accidents happen. I break glassware all the time. It's not my intention, but I'm a little bit klutzy. If you break something, your job is to let me know, and then I'll let you grab the broom and you can sweep it up, and I will show you where to put the broken glass. Continuing our tour, we're going to head over to the goggle cabinet. Hopefully, from previous classes or from looking over the safety contract, you know that we need to wear goggles for every single lab situation. So in this cabinet, if I can get the key unlocked, we have goggles for everyone. This this goggle case uses UV sanitation, so I am able to sanitize them between class periods for you. No COVID here. So again, goggles for every experiment. The rule in our class is if my goggles are on, your goggles are on. Right above the goggles, we have 3 different chemicals if there is a big chemical spill. In this class, if you spill something, if you break something, your job is to tell me. I promise I won't be mad. Accidents happen. Let me know, and 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say, hey, clean it up with a paper towel, wash your hands with soap and water when you're done. But if there's something a little more aggressive that we spill, I will get the chemical spill kit. So it's always good if you spill something, knock over a bottle or something like that, please let me know and I will use the appropriate chemical, or I'll say, hey, just wash it up yourself. So continuing around the room, there is another door here. I ask that we only go out this door, not in. So we won't come in this door, it's locked, but you are able to exit through there. Right next to kind of my tall storage cabinet is a broken glass container. So if you break something, first job, tell Miss Butler. Second job is to grab the broom and dustpan and you will sweep it up and put it in the broken glass container. Why do we do this? Well, I don't know if you've ever met Chad or Jimmy or Marta, our very, very nice custodians. We can't put broken glass into the trash bag because custodians grab the trash bag, right? And they are not expecting glass in there, and those bags are very thin. They expect there to be glass in here so it can be cleaned up and disposed of properly. So please, no trash in here, just broken glass. If we start putting our snack bags, things like that in here, it'll get messy very fast. No paper, anything like that. Just broken lab equipment in this container. All right, continuing around the room, you'll see sinks for all around the room for us to clean up, some drying racks. That's a drying rack right there for some glassware. Ooh, I need to get my nails done. Probably not going to happen. Over here, yes, there's a pencil sharpener. That's not why I'm showing you. We are under the American flag in case you need a reference point. There are 2 buttons. The red button is an emergency call to the front office. Okay, the white one is just the normal call to the front office. They will get on the intercom. So if we have a student who's having a medical emergency, something like a seizure, right, or someone hit their head or there's bleeding, we will hit that red button, make sure someone, especially the school nurse, can get down here as fast and as urgently as possible. If I'm the one to go down, I faint, something happens, please, someone have the wherewithal to hit that red button for me, okay? I'm happy to be the one to hit the button if necessary, but sometimes I might say, hey, Jimmy, you're closest, hit that red button for me. So if there's an emergency, I will let you know, but if I'm the one down, please someone help out your teacher, hit that red button. Look at how cute. Also, do you see that to-do list? You guys are coming on Monday. That's terrifying. This is where you can get any learning target information and overview. Again, Canvas is definitely the place to go because it has all the links. This is just an overview, so not every little detail will be included, but if you are cohort A, your classroom day 1, then online. If you're cohort B, you're online first, then classroom, right? So it's just a nice overview of your week. And we got chemistry and AP chemistry. There's my desk, don't judge the mess. Let's check out the stockroom. If I were a better teacher, I would have a little sign on here that says no students, but I forgot. So right now I'm taking you back here. You are not allowed to go back into the stockroom unless I explicitly give you permission, meaning I say, hey, Susie, will you go in the stockroom and grab a beaker? Right? So you have to hear your name and the instruction to go into the stockroom. But I'll show you what it looks like. It's not anything crazy. We got a bunch of glassware beakers, funnels, some lab equipment, a bunch of chairs because COVID, and some sinks, the dishwashers we use to wash things after labs. While I'm back here, this big black box, this is called a Fumehood. So in AP chemistry, we have a couple labs where when we do the reaction, it gives off a strong odor, a strong vapor that isn't good to be breathed in the classroom. So what we can do is we can take this down, we can mix the chemicals in here, and when I turn it on, it will actually pull air out of this room, out of the fume hood, so that it is safe for us to do the experiment. We don't do much in here for regular chem, but it's good to know. There might be some times where I say, hey, go dump whatever you have left over in the fume hood. So if we have any waste, sometimes we keep the waste bottles or the trash discard bottles in the fume hood. Every lab, I will give you directions about how to dispose of chemicals. Sometimes we can dump things down the sink when we're done. Other times we cannot, and there's going to be a big waste container that you'll dump your chemicals in. All right, guys, when we leave the stock room, the next best thing about E216 is E215. That's Mr. Charvella. Say hi to Mr. C. If I'm ever not around or I'm explaining things terribly, so like most days, Mr. C is your next best resource. He's always willing to help with chem, AP Chem. He's a rock star. So don't be shy. Mr. C will pop his head in, always say hi, ask him questions. He's the guy. When you ask me something super weird and obscure and I have no clue, he's the one I send you to because Mr. C probably knows the answer. All right, almost done. Right when you walk in the door on your right, we have these buttons here. So in order to turn the gas, which is what we use for Bunsen burners, the gas comes out of these nozzles here. So in order to turn the gas on so it comes out, I, as your teacher, need to use a key. So that key will turn it on, and then when it's on, you'll see a red light right here. The most common fire that we will have in our class is because a Bunsen burner either tips over or something is wrong with it. Maybe it's old, maybe there's some damage. If there is a Bunsen burner fire, the best thing you can do as a student, right, if this is on and your Bunsen burner is attached right here, right, the best thing you can do if your Bunsen burner is on fire is just turn off your gas. If it is not safe to do that, If it's not safe because maybe the fire is in front and you would have to reach over it, what we will do is we will hit this off button, and that will turn off the gas in the entire room. So whoever usually is working at this lab station, you are kind of in charge. If I say, hey, hit the gas, you will turn off the gas, because that means somewhere in the room we have a Bunsen burner fire. It doesn't happen that often, but it does. So just, again, don't panic. All you have to do is hit the button. Same thing here. This is for the electricity. So if we have an electrical fire, maybe a bad plug or something, we can turn off the electricity just like that. All right, we have all of our emergency plans here for lockdown, lockout, things like that. Up there is our folder with all of our class rosters that we take with us and our signs of like, yes, we're good or no, we're not. And here is our route. So right now we are in, this room, right, where are we? Right here. Okay, so here's the entrance to EPOD, right? So this is the main hallway. Here's our classroom. Our main exit is the blue route. So we are going to go out the room to the left through the middle of the EPOD and out the doors, and we are across from the tennis courts. So we're going to go out this way, and at our first opportunity to turn left, we're going to go out the earliest doors, and we are across the street from the tennis courts in between Mr. Charvella, E215, and Miss Osowski, E217.